No, not you, Naman.
I may have been shoving cake into my mouth that I still have.
I am. I'm actually able to stay today for once.
Hooray! You don't have to go to work?
No, I have Sunday off finally.
All right, nice.
Sorry, I repeat. Kolch said he was watching wrestling this week. He was talking about it last week.
Well, that's what I was saying. Today would be a good day because then he doesn't get left out.
Solo says he will be late.
Password?
Here we go.
NWO. Uppercase.
Maybe I should be eating on mic, but it's pretty good.
Varg has his sister visiting, so he won't be in either.
She's not there to visit Varg.
No, but since he has to supervise, yes, he's allowed to be there.
She's totally there for his niece.
Well, I hope it's not his niece. I hope it's his daughter.
Her
He
niece.
ducked as a child.
Oh, her niece, yeah.
How do I get put onto a color?
Click the plus sign.
Which color? If you
I
click on
just
your name, you
turned
should
like
have
a color.
change color.
Sorry, where's that now?
If you click on your name, you should have change color. Left click. And you should then see colored dots along the edge of the table.
If not, Naman can just assign you to a colour. But you should also see the colour balls pulsing around parts of the table.
Yep.
Yeah, I just found it. I just chose a color.
Yeah, that color works. The Highlander and Guillotine won't have pilots. Guillotine until Solo arrives. And the longbow.
Well, Aldo can do hammers.
Didn't Aldo take the catapult?
Well, no, someone has to play hammers mech, so you might as well let Aldrin play hammers. And Solo,
it'll be shooting. You guys are shooting first.
Yes.
I saw they were a little closer.
There's a fair amount of jumping and running around on this one, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Who would like to shoot first?
I say let the guillotine shoot first.
Okay, if that was the case, it'd be 7, 8, 9 for everything at short range.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
Who's shooting what?
10, 11,
I assume the back of the wolfhound, because that's where the guillotine is positioned.
But what weapons and...
So up to 14 is
I know
medium.
Solo will want to
Nice.
reap his wrath upon that little mech.
he jumped 4.
So medium range.
He's starting before eat.
4, 3, 5, 7.
So he's got 18 heat to play with. What weapons do you...
9,
I'm assuming everything except the PPC?
10, 11.
Basically, probably.
Ah, damn. Well, 11 for the
Because the PPC, you would have the +2 penalty.
I mean, at this rate, it's all right. I'll run it. Let's see. Where's the guillotine?
It's 4
Right,
mediums
so,
SRM.
Is it this sheet here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
work on the
So 4 medium lasers and 1 SRM 6.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Needs 9s to hit. SRM. Misses. Medium 1.
Missed.
Medium 2. Missed. Medium 3. Missed. And the last medium. Hit. Okay, so 2 mediums.
Do you want to roll locations while you do damage?
Yeah, you can do that. Let me just get to
6 is the first one.
6 is first. That's for rear torso, I believe.
Yeah.
6 is rear right torso for 5.
And 7.
And center torso for 5. Okay. Okay.
Right,
So
well,
all
let's just
all the rear right torso armor has been melted off, and there's 1 point left on the rear CT.
nobody else can shoot his rear at the moment, so
Yeah, it's safe for that for the time being. NPCs, do you want to shoot first of all? Do you want to have one of these shoot?
you've probably got better odds. I'm going to be doing long range shots.
I will try the Spectre shooting at the back of the Thunderbolt. It's a tough shot, but we'll see how we do. 3, 7, needs a 9. Everything 1, 2, everything's short range. I believe it's pretty much the exact same shots, just looking at what its equipment is. Large to mediums, yeah, that's what it'll fire at. Small's way too far out, plus it's, I think it's too much heat for it to fire, but it can handle the heat because it's got doubles. Okay, 9s to hit.
So it's 1 large, 2 small. It's medium.
Yeah. Okay, large hits. Medium number 1. Missed. And the second medium. Missed. So large hits, location. 8 on the rear.
Which is a torso, rear, left, almost.
Left torso, rear on the Thunderbolt for 8 damage.
Can that thing actually see me?
Yeah, he's right there.
He's in the woods.
Oh, I didn't see him. He's green like the trees.
Yeah, it's got cover. So with
talking about
that,
this
that's
red one.
1 point internal. So roll for crit. Rolled a 9, so 1 crit. Let's see. Yeah, it's both boxes, so D6. It's box 1.
What you're 1 to 3 is 1, yeah?
Yep. Sorry, I didn't roll because the edge of the table made it go. It's location 5 on box 1.
Wait.
Medium laser.
Oh, okay. Not the worst. Double heatsink would have been bad to lose.
And the medium laser missed, yeah?
Both the mediums missed, yeah.
Okay.
So you got
1
lucky.
point internal.
You got a lucky internal hit on the left torso.
And number 5 is destroyed. On the left torso. Box 1.
Back around to players.
Yep.
Was that guy even there last time?
Any of the players?
I can shoot
Yep. Which one are you
I was
shooting?
figuring out mine.
at the Saracen up top.
Right.
Confused.
You shooting from the longbow or the Highlander?
Longbow. Sorry.
Okay.
That should be 11 medium range, I believe. And I have a gunnery of 4.
That'd be 4, would be 5. 2 for range is 7. Defense, what's that? 8?
8.
9. In the woods,
Yeah, +2 for its movement and being in a tree, yeah.
But 9s. How many LRMs?
I'm going to shoot the 20s.
Okay, both LRM-20s. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fighting for Saracen. Let's look this up.
Oh.
7. Blasted.
Okay, so
Driver's watching trees exploding above him.
He's thinking, what a terrible shot.
He's probably thinking these are big trees. Thank God for that.
Yeah, there's a lot protecting him. Right, the Saracen, I'll roll that. That's got its triple SRMs, so I will look at that. What's range about?
Honestly, Commander,
5 away.
explaining the difference between cover and concealment to the rest of his crew.
I think it's going to fire at the Highlander because it's an easier shot, only by 1.
Okay.
It's 5 ways, so it's medium range, so it's 4, 5, 6 for its move, 7 for its move, 8, so it needs 9s. So it's going to fire all 3 SRM2s at the Highlander. 9s to hit. Missed. Hit, and last SRM. Oh, hit. Okay. Right. Locations. These will be on the front. Oh, sorry. Number of missiles. 7 and. Ooh. So I think
2.
Yeah.
7 is 1.
Yeah, it's 2 1s. All right. So 2 lots of 2.
Looking for Highlander. Yep.
First SRM hits location 8, and the other SRM would hit location 7. So CT and site also, isn't it?
Yep.
For 2 damage.
Yep. Yeah, it's marked.
Okie dokie.
Play shoot.
I'll shoot.
Right,
Large laser at the Saracen. I need 9.
Okay. So everybody needs 9s after this movement. Oh, nice. Okay. That's going to be on the front of the vehicle.
Yep.
Okay, let me know what your roll is.
9.
9 on the front. Okay, that counts as a left side with potential motive. Okay, so let me just do this damage.
6.
Saracen's a hover, so you add +3 to your roll.
That'd be 9.
That'd be a 9, so that's now moderate damage, -1 cruise, and it's +2 to its driving skills. Okay. Okay, let me just make a note of that. Okay, so it's down to 7 and 11 on its movement. And you can see that you've taken a chunk out of that armor, but it's still going.
So let's check it in.
Hey, Solo.
Solo.
You don't want to know what just happened to your mech. It is horrible.
I mean, when I left, I was about ready to shoot a guy in the back with everything, and I guess I'm coming back and fighting it was me that got shot in the back.
No. They did your roll, and you hit the back of the Wolfhound twice.
Yeah. You've essentially struck 99% of the armor off the rear of the mech.
Yeah, if it gets hit in the rear again, it's going to go internal.
Ooh, what happened to me? I'm logging in now.
You haven't been hit. It's just joking.
Oh, Tigger, you had me going.
Wolfhound fired, hasn't it?
But see, now he's coming into the game all excited.
Was that certain one?
The Wolfhound fired, hasn't he?
No, the Wolfhound hasn't fired.
Do you want to shoot with him then?
Yeah, let me see what I can
Okay.
do with him heat-wise, because he's run, so that's 2 to start with. I don't want to go mad with him. Let's see. Okay, he will fire his ER large and his medium laser from his CT at the Highlander, and he'll try his rear firing medium laser on the guillotine for equal heat at 20.
Didn't you say one of his lasers got hit?
No, that was
No.
Totti's lasers who got hit.
That's the Thunderbolt. He lost the ER.
What's the password?
MWO, all capitals.
Yep.
Right, so 4, 5, 6, and that will be, that's a secondary, so within minimum. So he needs 7 to hit him, and he needs 8 to hit. Oh no, just double check this.
Just
He'll need a 9 to hit the guillotine. Okay.
It is not loading. Or it's partially loaded.
7 to shoot at the Highlander.
Don't keep clicking. Just let it do its thing. Let it load.
Miss
and
with the
then
ER.
Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Okay, hit with the ER medium on the Highlander, and the ER medium from the rear. This needs to be a bit higher. And it's a miss on the guillotine, right? So, that'll be left-hand side on the Highlander. For a whopping 5 damage to location 7 on the left side, which will be his left torso, won't it?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Right, so that's the Wolfhound shot. So back to players. Remaining units to fire, we've got the Thunderbolt, and we've got the Catapult and the Highlander to shoot.
Yep.
I don't know which one of these are enemies and friendlies.
Enemy is
Wolfhound
that
is-
one. The vehicle there. You've got this green mech here in the tree as an enemy, and then you've got these guys over here.
Not
Yeah,
sure
everything
when it
kills
jumped in
him.
there. Don't remember ever being there.
Well,
He
that
jumped
clears a lot.
Yeah, he jumped there. I did a
So-
pilot skill check for him to jump into the trees, and it was the last unit to move.
Yeah, I remember that. He was there. He jumped or ran there, but yeah, he was there. Although, dumb question. Does it actually happen in this world where people like blow up a vehicle and then the IFF hasn't been destroyed and they totally steal it?
Yeah, I mean, salvage and stuff
salvage.
like that does
Why
happen.
not,
Yeah.
yeah.
But like espionage, why? Oh yeah, we installed an IFF in our
Wouldn't see why
manual.
not, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't play a role in regular BattleTech, but in a GM's game of MechWarrior Tabletop, yeah, you could easily say that, yeah, you've stolen a mech and it's still got the same IFF code, so yeah, they think you're friendly.
Neat.
I guess I'll fire at the Saracen with the LRM. The other guys are at minimal
Well,
range, right?
if you're using the catapult, you've also got the target to your right. Remember, you've got the Spectre in the trees. Just so you're aware of that.
I didn't even notice that.
you can torso twist. Both the longbow and the catapult can torso twist, and they'll fall in the forward arc.
Yeah, but the longbow doesn't have any real weapons to shoot at the Spectre other than a small laser, and it already fired anyway.
Catapult's going to be
If I
as
torso
well.
twist, I can hit it with just one of the torso lasers. And then the
No,
two in
torso
the
twist, you
center.
can fire all its lasers.
Yeah. You could fire. You could hit it with everything.
I'll fire all 4 medium lasers then.
Okay, because you're at medium range. But you've only walked, so that's not too bad. So 4, 5, 6, 7 for range, 8, 9. Oh no, actually, let's see. This might be worse for him to fire because that's +4 for its jump distance. Then that's already +5, 6, 7. Yeah, 8, 9, 10. That'd be 11. If he was going to fire at the Saracen. That's 8, so it's short range. Oh no, is that going to medium range? For LRMs? Yeah, that goes
He's
medium.
8 spaces.
Yeah, so it's just in medium. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7 for medium, 8. So if you fired missiles at the Saracen, it'd be 9. Be 11 to shoot lasers at the Spectre. And the Wolfhound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be under minimum, which would be difficult.
Don't forget indirect fire.
5, 7, going to be 8, and then spotter. Yeah, you're looking probably 10s.
Yeah, the
10 or 11
Saracen
to hit
is
the wolf hound.
Saracen's the easiest shot
Yeah.
roll wise at 9. If you were to fire both of its LRMs at the Saracen,
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
yeah,
I'll use the Highlander as the spotter.
yeah, that's fine. Either way, the guillotine or the Highlander could be a spotter, and the Spectre as well, because that fired at it. Oof. If he wasn't in the tree, it would have been a hit.
Yeah. That commander is thinking his lucky stars at the moment.
Yeah, that copse of trees is definitely protecting him. Okay. Right, so all of those have fired them on, so it's only if there's anything left on the other side by the repair bay.
I've got 13s to hit, so no.
Okay, so it's just remaining player units to fire, which is the Highlander and the Thunderbolt.
Yes.
How should Bulldog Bravo, that BBC,
Okay.
and LRM 10?
So it's 9 before factoring in range.
Medium range would
Yeah,
be 11.
11 for the LRM, 10 for the PPC. Right, first PPC.
Right.
Oh,
And LRM.
these vehicle pilots are certainly watching fireworks shows from their cockpits.
Yeah, we put on one hell of a show.
The first game I played the guillotine, I had so many rounds where I was just moving. I was like, "Oh, I have 0 heat. Light show." Or, I'm sorry, that was the Charger.
Highlander shoot.
Okay, so his piloting's 4. He jumped. That's 3. So that's 7. Anything he's going to shoot at's going to be minimum range or medium range. So that's 9.
Well, the Wolfhound's 3 away, so that's potentially short range for.
Doesn't the Saracen have the AC-20?
No, that was
Salah.
that was Salahadin, and that got killed.
Okay.
So yeah, you need to decide if you want to go for Saracen, try and finish it off, or Wolfhound.
Yeah, it's a tough one, actually, because arguably the Wolfhound is a bit more of a threat because of its weapons loadout. The Saracen can be quite quick, though, and can get behind people, so... They're both viable targets and can be a bit dangerous.
Honestly, my opinion is shoot whichever one you have statistically the most odds of hitting, because really that's probably more important than which one's the more deadly. Because if you can just get rid of targets, you're going to win.
Hit with the Gauss rifle, and that's really going to hurt.
Okay, so piloting's 4. He jumped. That's 3. That's 7. The Saracen moved 3, 4. So that's 8.
They're the same to hit, irrespective. It's only the range which factors in. So it's going to be the same.
The Saracen has light cover too, so that's 9. And we have
the Saracen gets +2 defense, and the Wolfhound gets +2 defense. So whenever the range comes in, they're both the same to hit. So you're starting from the same base number, then you add range.
It's not a factor for the Gauss rifle, because it's short range regardless.
So Gauss rifle, both are going to be the same to hit. If you're firing medium lasers, the Wolfhound is going to be 2 less than the Saracen. If you're firing LRMs, then the Saracen is going to be easier. It's going to be under minimum, though.
What do you want to do, Aldo?
Well, Alpha Strike on it. On the Saracen.
Okay. That's going to put him a long way over heat-wise. Because he's going to be on 2 heat for the jump, isn't it?
Don't fire the missiles, the long range missiles.
Distance traveled. He only jumped 2, didn't he? Not 2.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
he's
jump,
still-
but he's the attacker. He jumped, so it's +3 no
But
matter
it's-
what.
that's-
Yeah, we're looking at his heat, Tigger, at the moment.
Oh,
So heat is going to be 2 to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And he generates 17, so that'll put him on 19 heat. So
If the alpha struck everything,
Well,
he's going to do 17. But
Yeah, the LRMs, I don't know. We probably won't fire
don't-
those then.
there's no point firing the LRMs. But what it's 2, 6, 7. You could fire both mediums, the SRM6 and the Gauss, and be under heat.
Makes sense.
Oh wait a minute, both at 6,
Then
7, 8,
one
9,
over.
10, 11. Maybe one medium SRM6 and a Gauss. I don't know. 1 over heat, I suppose, isn't the worst.
No.
well, you can go 4 over before you actually take a movement penalty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could do that then. Although you could fire everything except the LRM, and you're only 1 over heat. And
Yeah,
Good.
I'll fire the top down, skipping the 20s. Skipping the alarm.
Okay. So what does Aldo need to roll?
Be right back, gentlemen. I've got a printer issue.
There was a miss with a 6.
Okay.
yeah, full's a miss, unfortunately.
Yep. We get 9 short.
Die.
Fair enough. Ah, shit.
Oh my goodness, my rolls
1 more to
today.
go.
It happens, unfortunately. Just sometimes they're with you, sometimes they're against you.
Or I had a game the other week where I rolled, I think 7 was the highest roll I rolled in 2 hours.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad.
That one's just a miss as well. Yeah. Those
So once
trees
again,
are
those
proving it
trees-
worth.
trees somehow were just absorbing everything.
It would come back to initiative.
Yeah. Do you want to roll it or am I rolling it? No.
I'm holding die. I've rolled 8.
Oh, you rolled, did you? Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 8 for the players. Sorry, for the NPCs.
3. So, yeah. NPCs 1 initiative.
Do they want to go first or second?
I'm happy letting the players go first. How does Rocket feel?
I'm fine with players going first. Yeah.
How many do we have to move?
Let's
1 to
count
2?
I'm going to count how many enemies are on the board. Compares as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, There's 9 enemies, and how many of you are there? There's 1, 2, 3. So it could be one of you, and then we'll move. Would it be 2 enemies?
Yeah.
And then it go back around to a player moving in.
Can I walk backwards in water?
Yes.
Just
you
not
can.
onto land.
Yeah, same bit. I've got no problem.
Or elevation change, you can't do it.
I would allow him to go up. I'd say that it's level.
Yeah, walking
down,
at
I would
depth 1
say,
into
would be a problem.
shallow, that's fine. Yeah, so
Yeah,
if you
I've got no
walk
problem with
backwards there and then there, you could get onto that land, I'd say that's fine, because it's basically the same height, let's say.
I was more trying to.
It's basically 2 points of your walk to go into a depth 1, and then now walking backwards into depth 2.
I'd go with a pilot check for that one.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a difficult pilot check, it's just base pilot check, I believe. Double check.
Yeah, I've got no problem
He
with
does.
that.
He doesn't need to do that. He can walk forward and then turn around. He's got the same. He's got the movement for it.
No,
Okay.
walking backwards from depth 1 to depth 2?
So he's saying walk forward into it and then turn around. But
You can't walk forward and
I
then
don't
walk
have the
backwards.
movement for it.
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have to walk backwards. If he's only going 1 square, he could actually just walk into it and turn around. It'd be a run for movement points, but he's going to be completely submerged. It won't matter.
if you want to go 4 and take the pilot check, or if you, I don't know, that would be your choice.
I'm gonna walk forward and take the pilot check. The other one's just a little too
I
complicated.
mean, it does say situation, mech entered depth 2 water hex, 0 modifier, so it does seem to involve it. It would just be piloting, basically, just 4.
Well, that's a 9, so.
Yeah. What do my movements cost? Maybe I'll move down here.
All right, so we're going to have to protect the catapult and the longbow from the Spectre and that.
There we go.
Which Spectre is ours, and has the other one already been blown away?
Spectre,
The red one's yours.
red is yours, green
Gotcha.
is ours.
The one down by the longbow and the catapult and the thunderbolt is the bad one.
The one that shot me.
Mechs don't kill people. People kill people. That's not a bad mech, however you say it. It's just a mech. Let's go cockpit stomp their pilots. They're the bad people.
I just want to shoot something.
We've players have, or GMs moved, or NPCs, whichever you can phrase it. So players move.
1 or 2.
1.
I said catapult longbow.
Yeah, I can. How would this work?
You want to stay in medium range if ever possible.
Yeah, I was thinking about just moving 1 hex down and then facing towards the Spectre and Thunderbolt.
Okay, just remember the Spectre can jump 7, run 11.
Oh, yeah, well, I only have like 3 movement points, Jesus.
So you're going to need either the Thunderbolt, the Highlander, or myself to kind of protect your 6, because they're going to jump behind you. Doesn't matter where you go, it's going to jump behind you.
Yeah, well, you know what, then I'm just going to face the Spectre, see what happens.
The 2 bulldogs have moved.
Although I would actually take that back. Still moving forward gives you some cover from those bulldogs, and you would still have a line of shot on the Spectre, depending on your movement.
Moved right here where my hand is, the teal hand. You got cover from the trees.
But no way to hit him with his missiles. All right,
No,
well, I guess
no.
he can.
It's just a +1 modifier because it counts as partial cover.
Oh, they don't have a short range penalty?
Missiles do, yes.
Cool. There you go. Let's get that bad boy. Are these scales correct? Is that catapult to the longbow correct?
Slightly
Okay.
up, but yes, close enough. It's 80 ton to 60 ton. The catapult was tiny.
Don't forget the longbows of cornbread fed.
Is she coming to MWO or Mech 5, the longbow?
MW5.
I remember in MechWarrior 3 or 4, I used it, and Lurms were terrible in that game compared to what they are elsewhere. I was like, how have I gone through this many missiles and still not killed anything?
So I guess it's GM's then?
Did you guys decide to just leave the guillotine standing where it is?
Well,
It's yours.
At the beginning of the session, it was shooting, so it was after movement, so it's your movement.
Oh, yeah.
My dinner's ready, so I'm AFK for you, just to go get that.
Okay, I'll move to the...
Is it our turn to move?
No, it's Namon's and then ours.
Okay. Two mechs moved.
2 of ours or 1?
No, one of yours. We moved to.
I say
we
catapult. We got to know where the Spectre, the Wolfhound, and the Saracen's going.
How many hexes did the longbow move?
2.
Do we get partial cover? I asked this last time, but I can't remember. Do we get partial cover if we're on terrain level 2, looking over terrain level 3, shooting at, say, a bulldog over here?
Yes.
Yes.
If they're shooting back, they'd be shooting on the punch table because they didn't see the upper half of the mech.
It depends on how close they are to the hill, though, whether or not you can see them.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that I could see at least this one all the way over here, or maybe this one by the water.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd have no problem if you... There's a gap between the rocks, yeah, it doesn't worry me.
There's a paladin check, right?
Yes. Just base piloting, 4.
Jumping into
I'm
trees,
just
or did you
jumping in,
walk
yes.
into it?
Sprint.
Then no.
Isn't it run into trees? You can't run into trees, or can you? But yeah, past piloting, don't worry about it.
Well, if I guess it was to jump then.
There we go. Okay, we are moving one a piece now again. Okay. Players to move.
You do realize that Spectre right there is bad, right?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I
But
do.
I'm sure Gumby's is also assuming that the Spectre's not going to be there.
Yes, if anybody missed it, the green Spectre in the woods, not ours. Red Spectre in the hills, ours.
The one that says Glorious Davian Mac.
Wait, does it really?
It does.
These models are cool.
Okay.
It'll be players to move.
Well, it's Guillotine, Highlander, and me.
Yeah, I was going to say Highlander has the least, then the Guillotine should go, and then the Spectre, because that one has the absolute most movement to flank. Well, that's my logic. We can move my Guillotine first, I don't care.
Then go.
Honestly, I was debating on just standing still, because it gives me a shot at the Saracen and this guy. They have to basically flee from where I am.
I would recommend turning, not staying still. At least just turning once, because that counts as movement. If you remain stationary, then you take a -4 to hit penalty.
Oh, damn, I didn't realize they got that big of a bonus for it. Do you get the same bonus if you shoot?
You have to actually move a square in order to get. If you just change a side, it doesn't count as moving.
Yeah, there's no mobile bonus.
There's no piloting check for walking backwards, right?
Nope.
Not on
So that's easy to cover. I walk, and I go back to this square, then I walk back to this square.
No, if you just go back one, even if you just turn the mech, literally turn, that counts as movement.
Oh,
Back in the back.
Okay. So if you rotate the mech 1 hex, it's moved. It's no longer immobile.
You can rotate to kick that person.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was hoping I took a swing at him at least when I was back there. You guys did take a punch at him, right?
No one mentioned any melee attacks?
No! I have concluded my movement, and I'd like to torso twist so that my torso is facing here.
Do you want me to move my last one, Rocket, or do you want to move one of yours?
No, move one of yours. It's all right. Sorry, I've got the latest rules here, just checking stuff.
Where's the little twist indicators? I don't see a bag with the twist indicators.
It's all right. You just tell us what way
I
you're
gave
facing.
you a
It's all
red
right.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, somebody put a little red dot there.
There we go. Players to move.
Do you want me to go, or you want the Highlander to go?
I want you to go.
Alrighty, back.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so there's only 2 of us left, but there's
And
3
only
of
2
theirs.
us. No, 2 of us. Oh, yeah.
But that means there's going to be 3.
Okay.
There's going to be 2 mechs and a Saladin
Yeah, we'll
moving.
have to move 2, yeah. We can move 2 next turn, that's not a problem.
Well,
I leave 1 to move at the end.
as far as shooting goes, where the Thunderbolt's concerned, because it's submerged at depth 2, it completely blocks line of sight and thus can't fire or be shot at in return.
Okay.
The only way it could be hit is if a mech had dove down into depth 2 with it and tried to punch it, for instance. So that's completely secure from any hits, but also can't shoot back.
Let's the Spectre get some ideas.
He can't jump into depth 2.
He could, but it would be a fucking difficult jump. And not the kind of thing he's going to do. So
Come in, Spectre. The water is fine.
Rocket, do you want to move one of yours before they move? We have 3, they have 2. So
yeah, okay.
it'll be
move that.
if you move 1, then they'll move 1. We move 1. They move. You move.
Yeah, sure, okay.
The damn sneaky Russian.
Okay, walked
What?
5.
The Spectre backed up.
I told you he was going to.
Wow, I mean, there's a juicy longbow that's got its back open with no support. So I mean, yeah.
That's why I was backing up to cover him.
Campbell,
He,
do you
he
agree
looks
on
like he's
this?
about to take me without any lube.
So then it's
That's what he has that large probe on the right arm for.
Yeah.
So it's player movement, then one of these to move. Okay.
But Tigger's moved, so it'd be
I moved.
to move.
Oh, okay.
Before you move the
whoa, 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 whoa,
Highlander.
don't move him. Don't move him yet. You gotta wait for me to move. You don't want to lose an opportunity to see where a unit goes and you get shot in the ass by accident. Okay, Wolfhound's in a bit of a shit spot. Okay, so he does his full run of 9, but only runs 4 hexes.
Okay, now Highlander.
Torso twist towards the Spectre. That was a walk backwards.
Okay.
Sorry, eating dinner. Right, so is it just the Saracen left to move?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Last thing to move.
Wait, is that level? Yeah, level 3. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 hexes, full sprint. Yeah, you bastard dice. There we go.
Isn't going up and down train 2 points?
That's a good point. Let me recount that. 1, so 1 turn, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn 8, 9. So he would be here. Sorry, 9. That's there. 10 and then 11. So he could end there, but he just wouldn't be facing that way as well.
That's what turreted weapons are for.
Yep. But it does mean that the side is on rather than the front. So all missiles are turret mounted, yeah, so doesn't have to worry about its facing. And it is going to shoot the back of the guillotine if given an opportunity.
No, not my pristine guillotine.
Triple SRM2s fear those mighty missiles.
Maybe shoot him on the right hand side.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Don't you have to be back 1?
You'd have to be back 1 to shoot him in the back.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
I saw the dot was there, so I thought it was pointing that way.
No, he was right. It is supposed to be pointing that way. He's directly behind me.
Yes, but then you torso twist the other way.
No, that would be cheating, Totty. That's like me saying, oh no, wait a minute, I'll re-roll my crit. Oh, I hit your ammo, you're dead.
I don't know. If you want to let me cheat, go right ahead. I will hold it against you at all. But only me. Nobody else.
We want players to
That
shoot
seems a
first, or
little
we want to
unfair.
shoot first?
Players can shoot first, I don't mind.
Okay.
Players are outnumbered, so yeah, if they can thin the herd a little.
Oh, wow. I have chosen very poorly by trying to shoot the 2 things I thought that would be there.
Who would players like to shoot first?
Oh, I can go.
Okay.
Please tell me that Highlander's going to do a torso twist and shoot that wolfhound.
I'm going to go for the
Highlander's looking at the
Saracen.
Spectre. Yeah, that makes sense. That's probably your best bet.
So both LRM 20s.
Okay.
And piloting
Okay.
4.
It's short range.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Perfect.
So
Okay.
45 plus his defense is 8.
Yeah. Just need 8. LRM-20s. This could ruin his day.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's got to be one of the luckiest Saracen pilots around.
Is it the Saracen or the Wolfhound he's showing at?
The Saracen.
Saracen.
Oh, shit. I would have shot the Wolfhound because wouldn't that make it an 8?
Do I still have one more roll?
They're both
Or is that
8s.
for both of them?
No,
They're both
you get
8s.
one more roll.
Right.
It's per launcher.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Do you want to shoot 5s?
Oh, God, man.
Yeah, there are the LRM-5s.
You know what? I might as well, yeah.
Go on.
Wow. That's,
All you need
Tough
is one
roll.
lucky crit.
yeah, because he's about to open up my backside. Ah!
God
Another
damn
7.
it.
Bloody hell.
We sure on that math? Are we sure on that math?
Friggin'
Jets, I'll be right back.
Crap's okay, but
I'll be right back, gents.
Okay.
I'm gonna take something with a printer.
I rolled 3 7s in a row.
Naman, do you mind doing any shots you've got just so I can eat some of my dinner in the meantime?
Not at all. I will shoot the Bulldog here, Bulldog Bravo, at the catapult in the woods. Check how far away. 9, so it'll be medium range. It's going to be 10 with a large laser. Ooh. So the catapult has a large laser just kind of skimming past it through the trees there. Players to shoot?
It's our turn.
Yes.
I would like to have the Highlander shoot the Lerm 20s and the Gauss. They're both short range at that Spectre.
Okay.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. That's all you need.
Well, I warmed those dice for you, so.
He's going to use different die. He's on that.
Oh, just want to roll them. They're tainted. That's a hit.
I did use different die.
And a miss.
And just us.
No luck with that Gauss.
Yeah, LRM-20 could do a lot of damage, though. You go roll number of missiles now.
If you hit with 20, he's got to make a piloting check.
11 or 12. It'd be all 20.
What was that? 5.
It was.
It is 12.
Okay, so...
2 sets of 5 and a 2.
Okay, I'm ready to do location.
So roll for the first set of 5.
1 dice, right?
No,
2.
2 dice. Hit the location.
Six.
Okay, right torso
Location.
5.
Again.
What was second roll?
6.
6 again.
Okay.
And last set of 2. Hold on. Three guesses where it is, Rocker.
Okay, right, well,
Let's work
You-
that. Work that.
you can
sector.
tell all the armor on that side torso has been stripped but hasn't gone internal.
Very nice shooting.
Yeah, very consistent hit. Right. I'm going to do the Spectre firing because there's a good chance it'll get fucking eviscerated in a second. So
Have a turn.
it'll fire its large 2 mediums at the back of the longbow. 4. No penalty for short and no bonus from the distance move, so he needs 4s to hit.
5s, isn't it?
Is it 5s? Oh yeah, sorry,
Plus
5.
one
Yeah, because of his move. Sorry, yeah. 5 to hit. Large hits. 2 mediums. Hit, and but it isn't a 2 and a 1. Nope, hit. Okay. All 3 hit. Large hits location.
The armistice is here.
6.
Right torso rear.
Which one's the longbow? There it is. Okay, so that's 8 damage to the right torso rear.
Yep.
5 damage goes to location 4, which I think is a all armor roll.
Right arm.
And the other 5 damage goes to CT rear.
You're a heavy mech. You should be able to take that 3 or 4 times.
No.
No, his right torsos and his side torsos have 10 each. CT rear has 12. So
Another hit on the right torso. He's internal.
We're out of long.
and considering all his ammo is stored in the side torso, that's a juicy target.
Oh, that would be quite the explosion.
What are
Yes.
penalties for cold shots?
+4 to do a cold shot.
Gotcha. So if you're feeling ballsy, you can stand perfectly still and make a cold shot for a net even shot.
If you have a targeting computer like the clans, you don't take the +4 penalty. You just can't aim for the head.
Wow. No
Yeah.
wonder everybody wants one of those.
That's why the clans are OP as fuck.
No kidding.
They just break everything.
So take the Warhawk Prime, okay? Quad ERPPCs. Clan, by the way, doing 15 damage per shot, and they're LRM-10. They always have double heat sinks, which means they can fire at least 3 of those ERPPCs without worrying about overheat, and they call a shot. Call side torso. You can do 45 damage, all in that one location, in one round of fire.
Damn, so I guess the reason they lost really was social issues.
The reason they lost is just
No resources.
attrition. Yeah, they didn't have enough mechs and material to keep fighting as long as they did, whereas the Innisphere can.
Ah.
That's the difference between, 5 major
Quantity
states.
versus quality.
Yep. It's basically Russia versus Germany during the war. It's just that. It's just materiel is the only thing that really scuppered the Germans. Lack of logistics.
Yeah, they didn't have Swedes giving mine.
Yeah, if Razelhag were feeding them all the iron, then the clans would have won because just build mechs like no tomorrow.
Okay, so players to shoot.
We'll let Toddy shoot this one.
Tati can't, he's underwater.
Yeah.
But he's still a player, and he can still take that slot up so that the shooting has to be done.
Because what's it? It's the Highlanders fired, Longbows fired, so you're looking at Aldo or Tigger to shoot.
The guillotine shot?
He can't, there's nothing to
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah,
Face the wrong way.
No, you're incorrect, sir. I never waste an opportunity to shoot, especially when I don't generate heat. I will just fire a bunch of medium lasers in the air and look impressive as fuck.
Can't you torso twist and use your arm to shoot at the Saracen?
He
I thought
declared
you
his
only-
torso twist at the end of movement.
Yeah,
So,
my
he's
ignorance of the game has cost me.
Okay.
so it's Aldo or Tigger to shoot.
Well, I don't have a shot on anything but one of these bulldogs.
Yeah. First one is 9 away, which I'm not sure if that's medium or short. It's medium range. Be 11 to shoot.
That's still medium range, right?
Yeah, it's going to be 11s because of the medium range.
I need 7.
So they're both the same to hit.
Yes.
We'll go for the further one.
Okay.
Can the cannibal even hit them?
Yeah, it can see them from the woods. It's not a problem.
But it's facing towards this match of trees. This is its front arc.
The 2 squares in front
No.
of it are its front arc.
Everything, yeah, it'll be. Yeah, I've got no problem with Catapult being able to see
An
it.
8.
That would be a miss for the first.
Also,
I
we can torso
spawn
twist.
But it didn't torso twist.
Ooh. That's definitely a hit.
Too bad that's not for missiles rolled.
Well, it's still a hit.
There you go, Totty. That's Field of Fire.
I'm quite happy the Catapult
No,
can see it.
it's
Still the front arc.
this field of fire. This is the field of fire.
Yeah, and you can say that you torso twist when you fire.
LRM 15
9.
is correct? Yes, 9
Yeah,
is
I
correct.
hit with 9.
It just means for the purposes of him, after he fires, he goes back to facing that direction, which means he could be shot in the back if there was something there. Unless you declare
Or
that you're
location of
moving and
6.
ending with your torso twisting a particular direction.
Sorry, you said location
Or-
6.
Yes.
With the torso twist, physical combat, he could be attacked from behind.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay, next location.
Totty, are you trying to compete with Devin for rules lawyering on this? I mean, I'll let him know that the challenge has been
5.
thrown down.
5.
I'm just legitimately confused on some things.
Right side with a motive. So, just check this one, Rocket. That's potential motive or number 5.
Right side on a 5.
Oh, no, it's front on a 5.
Yeah, that is right side motive, yeah.
Is that a crit
Okay, so-
roll?
Yes.
Yeah,
Or is
motives
it-
can be crit if you get a good enough roll on it. What's he hitting? A tracked vehicle?
Yes.
What direction is he hitting it from?
Front.
Okay, no bonus. So he just, it's just whatever he rolls.
You need to roll above a 6. You die.
Ooh, 8. That's not too bad.
Moderate damage. So -1 cruising and +2 modifier to all driving.
Yeah, so is it that one?
It's the furthest one.
This one. All right. So his movement goes down to 3 and 5, I believe. I'll double check its movement on a bulldog. Yeah. So that's moving a little bit slower.
Yep. One of NPCs to shoot, which I think leaves a Saracen. And the Wolfhound.
All right, Wolfhound, take a shot at the Spectre. Be the ER and a couple of his mediums. Double check his heat, just make sure he's not going to start cooking himself.
He would have to torso twist to shoot those guys, though.
Yeah, the Spectre would have to.
No, the catapult would have to torso twist because you'd only be able to shoot what was in the.
Yeah, too much.
There's nothing shooting at the catapult. It's it's irrelevant to this one. Quite happy the catapult can see it. It's fine.
Oh, it's definitely within sight range.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. Ooh.
Yeah, missed with the ER large,
Thank God.
which is good. Yeah.
No, it's not good.
Missed with the medium, and its other medium, last thing it can fire, is definitely a miss. Okay, so lots of laser fire skitters past you.
All right, so I'll return fire. I do
All right.
believe it's 7s.
4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's short range.
Somebody took my dice. What the
Which
hell?
dice was it? Draconis dice down here.
All right, so large laser.
Okay. Nice.
7. 2 medium lasers.
One more hit.
One hit.
Okay.
So 2 hits. Red will be large laser,
Okay.
just to speed things up. Large
Red is
lasers.
location
4 and 7.
Yeah. So
Okay.
7 torso and what?
Right arm.
Yep. No, at the front. Yeah, sorry. Right arm. Right arm for 8 and CT for 5.
Yep. That's not bad for the Wolfhound, considering that's the big weapon.
Okay.
Saracen.
Yeah.
The other bullet's out of range to realistically shoot.
Six is to hit with triple SRM6. Sorry, triple SRM2. So 6 missiles in total. But hit with 1. Hit with the seconds. And hit with the third. Number of missiles is, let's see, 6, 3, and 6, 3, and 7.
Wait,
So
how does it shoot
that's
7
one,
with the net or 6?
Right, so three missiles in total.
Yep.
3 lots of 2. Location 7, so CT rear for 2.
Solo, CT rear for 2.
CT rear for 2, so 4 in total so far. And 10.
Left arm. So 4 on the rear CT, 2 on the left arm.
Nope.
Yeah, very low damage.
It
But
could have
he hit
been a
the
lot
sweet
worse.
spot, though. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Could have been a Gauss rifle in the back.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's
so-
half of the rear armor. That's not bad.
Yeah, so you said 4 in the back and then
Yeah,
2 in
yeah.
the
4 in the CT rear, and 2 in the left arm.
So just good. What are you
Just regular
confused
left arm.
about, Totty? So let's get this out of the way because clearly you're salty about something. So let's just find out what this is.
No, he was right. He was right about the arc.
No, he means more than one thing. I may as well find out what it is.
We're all friends here, friends.
No, I'm going to point out now. I was accused of cheating when he got shot in the first round of this, which I let slide. Then there's the other snide comments and bitching. So no, I want to know what the problem is. But if you don't want to say Totty, then you can shut the fuck up.
Alright, I'll shut up.
Oh, so there is a problem. You just ain't got the balls to say anything about it.
What?
Well, you want to sit there and say, there's genuine things I'm confused about. You won't say what you're confused about. I ask you to bring it out. You won't say it.
He was right about the arc, though.
The torso twist thing is fine because there's never been a problem with if you don't declare a torso twist but you want to fire at a target, you can torso twist. That's never been a problem.
Okay, now it's cleared up.
Okay, if we.
All right.
Right, so it'll be initiative. I rolled last. Do you want to roll this one?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Seven.
8.
8.
Do you want us to go first, or you want to go first?
Considering there's still more enemies, we'll move first.
I'll move.
So you're moving 2 to R1?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, the unknown mechs we can
3 and
see
1.
because the catapult
Yes,
can see them.
Just checking numbers.
So we're fighting against stone golems then?
A charger. A hellspawn. Ah, crap.
Who's ready for some laser vomit? Oh wait, Hellspawn, not a... Thinking of the wrong mech.
The question is are they injured or not?
Yes. You can see both mechs have damage. Just a light smattering of damage you pick up at the charge is probably carrying a little less armor than it should be, and the Hellspawn, you can see he's got pock marks. Nothing serious.
Well, I guess it's going to be catapult and longbow. Because we're going to have to position the Highlander and the Guillotine and the Thunderbolt. So they can start returning fire on those bulldogs and that.
Thunderbolt should at least seek some cover.
He's currently in cover because he's underwater.
Oh.
Unless something goes into depth 2, and then they'd have to physically attack him.
I'm not driving the tanks into depth 2.
No.
Toddy,
That would be a bad idea.
your best bet is to get into those heavy woods that are to your front right. You could probably run to that position and turn and be able to still be in heavy woods, which will give you a +2 cover. And you should be able to shoot the bulldogs, the charger, or the hellspawn.
I want that Spectre.
The snipe. Which one?
Spectre. One that shot me.
Everybody wants that Spectre.
Well, I think the longbows and the catapults are going to have to deal with the Spectre along with me, because the Highlander, the Guillotine are going to have to take out the Saracen, the Wolfhound, and the Spectre. We kind of need you longbow guys and that to take care of the mechs coming up to us so they're softened up by the time they get here. And you have enough firepower to make any of them flinch.
Remember, when you guys arrived on station, the mechs were here at the repair bay. So this is a repair station, so they were here for a reason. You've been engaging the picket forces, so these are damaged mechs.
So take out the mechs first.
Well, we got to kind of hold
These
the
are
line.
not harmless, I will say that, but they are they're all carrying damage, and I mean they have a refit resupply.
Okay, so they have either no or some ammo.
Potentially, yes. Obviously, the charger, that's not an issue considering it's no ammo.
So the longbow and catapult need to put themselves in a position to hurt the other guys. The Highlander can jump down and deal with the Spectre. The Guillotine and I can take care of the Wolfhound. And I guess we'll just have to deal with the Saracen next.
Yeah, it's got so much movement that if it goes last, it's just going to slide in behind. We could just assume it's going to slide in behind somebody. Who's the somebody?
Exactly.
But we need to focus on keeping. Worrying about the Saracen is probably. We could hopefully just soak that. But yeah, I'm more concerned about keeping our heavy armor intact.
The important thing is getting the longbow, the catapult, and the thunderbolt in positions of fire where they're protected and we can cover them.
Do we have time for that?
Well, if those three move first,
1, 2,
right, that forces them to do their movement, and then we can move, hopefully, do the minimum amount of damage positionally with the Saracen, the Wolfhound, and this Spectre. Because they're going to go after the longbow and the catapult in the rear.
Yeah, I'm thinking about just moving two squares up in front and then turn right.
Get into the trees?
Yeah. Because I can shoot the indirect fire, right?
You'll have direct fire. You'll be able to see through it because it's 3 lights block line of sight.
You want to
2
stand
lights
in the woods that the catapult's in? I can move it out.
Where are you going to go? You're going to go to the heavy woods?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you'll move. The Thunderbolt's moved. Then if you move, then he can move. That'll eat up some movement, and then we can play chess with the last couple pieces.
Right, piloting
There we
check.
go. The two
Did you
bullets
jump?
moved.
No, he used mask.
He ran into woods, yeah.
Oh,
Managed
okay.
woods and used mask.
Yep.
Should I move now then?
God damn
Catapult's
it.
moving.
Oh, okay.
I got a 3.
So that would be a fall, wouldn't it?
What's your movement? 8?
8 with mask.
Oh, okay.
But if he's missed the piloting roll, then he falls, doesn't he? So he's clipped the tree and he's fallen over.
Unfortunately, if he's failed the piloting, it's a fall.
Okay, so I'm trying to think of the fall rules. Just trying to find them.
What's that about, sorry?
Falling mech.
Falling mech.
Okay, so I need you to roll 1d6, Totty.
Got a 3.
So new facing is 2 hexes to the right, and you're landing on the right side. So your mech turns 2 to the right. And what's the full? It's divided by punching weight or kicking?
Punching weight.
So it's 65 divided by...
It just rounds down, I think, so it's just 6 points of damage to the location.
Okay, so you're going to be taking damage on the right-hand side of the mech in 5s, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Totty, right-hand side damage in location location 8. You take 5 points of damage.
Yeah, falling damage is equal to 1 point for every ton. They say round up.
Every 10 tons the mech weighs, rounding up, multiplied by the number of levels that they fell. Divide the damage into 5-point damage value groupings. Assigning remaining damage to an undersized grouping and then determining a hit location for each one. For example, a mech that suffers 33 points of fall damage takes 6 5-point hits and 1 3-point hit. Assigning a separate hit using the appropriate column of the hit location table.
So 5 points to the left torso, and it'll be 3 points to location 6. Which will, 5 point location 6 is right leg.
Good thing it's not in water, because then you take hull breaches. That's horrible.
Wait, you can get that even before it goes internal? Are they supposed to be airtight?
All your mechs are airtight because they can fight in outer space, right? They can fight in any. So what
Hostile
happens
environments, all kinds of.
If your armor's breached, it's breaching the hull, and it's not that it actually does damage. What it does is it fucks up all the electrical, all the coolant systems, the way your motivators and all that work for your arms and your legs. So fighting underwater is not fun. It's a horrible place to fight. It's probably one of the worst places to fight.
It just made me think of Futurama when they go in the spaceship down to the bottom in Atlanta. And they're like, Professor, how much water pressure can this ship take? Oh, well, I would say somewhere between 0 and 1 atmospheres.
Yeah.
It's a spaceship.
He was always great with that. Okay, so it'll be NPC to move. We'll have 2 to move, or we have what? Just checking. We have 4 to move.
We have 4.
5. No, we have 5 to move.
6. That would have been
So we'll move 2 this turn, and then
No. Hey,
You didn't know what atmosphere he was talking about, because it was a spaceship and it was landing on multiple planets. Some atmospheres could have had heavier gravity forces.
As a general rule, though, you go 1 Earth atmosphere.
Or kilopascals, more, I think it's this actual scientific unit, but don't ask me, I'm not a scientist, I'm just a dork.
You're a male penis?
Jesus.
I mean, it's true, I do spit life wherever I go.
Well, that's what a dork is a whale's penis.
You know, you may be surprised, Tigger, but sometimes words have many different definitions.
okay, you see an axeman come.
But I'm going to remember that one.
That's what it is.
Is it James's turn to move?
James, I'm assuming they'll be moving 1. So,
Do
or I can
do the longbow into the woods. That'll eat up a movement.
It's not our turn to move yet, Tigger.
Well, I'm just
You
saying.
said James has to move 1.
No, it's fine. Don't worry, James. I'll move mine.
Okay, sorry, I was just finished by now, so.
No worries. Okay, the last 2 mechs leave the hills, and you see that there's an Axeman and Shadowhawk have come down.
A Shadowhawk?
Yeah, the Axeman's been worked on, which means he actually doesn't have an axe in hand. You can see that they've been working on the right arm.
So it's more just a man.
Yes.
The man mech is coming.
Your readout will show that it is equipped with a AC-20 and some lasers.
I was going to say, it's not a hatchet man. It's an axe man. It's the big daddy version.
65 ton.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, that's don't disregard that mech.
Oh, are you kidding me? Last time I got lucky, the AC-20 flew by my cockpit by missing by 1 point, and I was like, oh, yeah, that would have been bad.
Is that a Cretan Shadowhawk?
You are being told it's a Davian. It's a 2D.
All right.
I don't know if they ever sized them out, but I always assumed, like, you know, AC-2s were 20 millimeter and AC-5s were 50 millimeter.
I think it's like, don't give Tigger a mech that we like because it's Kill Tigger season.
Isn't it always?
Aren't they bigger calibers?
No, they spoke about essentially output of damage. So one of the reasonings was you could have slightly smaller caliber weapon, but it puts more rounds out, so it does the AC-20 essentially.
Oh,
There's been a bit of confusion around it.
Yeah, different weapon manufacturers, some of them have different descriptions about how their weapons work to deliver the same amount of damage, basically.
It falls into the same class, but they're not all. There's not the same output.
okay, that's actually kind of cool.
I think the Hunchback's Death Blossom AC-20 is a single shot cannon, but the one that's on an Atlas, for instance, which I can't remember if that's called a Doom Bud or something like that. That one is a rapid fire.
So kind of like a burst fire rack. And
Yeah. They pull the trigger and it fires that many shells out. Yeah, each pull of the trigger.
Okay, cool. Warrior knowledge increased.
It's the same with lasers as well. Some of them can be like long concentrated beams. Others can be much shorter beams. They have different colors, stuff like that. But for the game's terms, they always have them as red, blue, and green.
I've seen what a 5-watt laser can do. I genuinely be curious to see what a 50 megawatt laser would do.
That's my vehicle movement die. Put that back.
Nice.
Someone took mine.
The Shadowhawk, you'll see that his right-hand side of the mech is looking fairly beat up.
You'd be better off getting a mech movement one too. Yeah, I'll use that. I'll get rid of that, sorry.
Oh, that charger's actually got something other than all small lasers, doesn't it?
No, 5 small lasers. Standard.
Oh, really? That
charger.
giant cannon-looking arm doesn't have anything but small lasers?
It's a protected arm for punching.
Yeah,
So the laser can shoot, but it can also just smack it with the outer casing.
Neat.
It holds a pistol, as you can see, and it's right there.
Yeah, let's look at that.
Okay, so there's 2 and 2 left. So I would suggest that the guillotine gets up over the hill and gets himself into a firing position to shoot at these other vehicles.
I'll need to jump to get up there. I don't know if I...
Well, don't move either of those yet, because I've got to move one of the 2 mechs first.
No. There's 2 and 2.
First.
We move, then you move.
Oh, I moved the Saracen, then you moved the Spectre, so I thought it would be one of these 2 to move next. Not the...
No, because you
we moved prematurely the longbow into the woods.
All right, fair enough.
So I would leave the Highlander last because it's already on top of the hill, so you can just change facing in that so you can get better firing. But this guillotine's got to get out of the hole. He's useless down there. Yeah.
Well, originally, I had a purpose, and then I screwed up and no longer have that purpose. So it looks like it's 2 to go up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll cost me 5 movement to go straight ahead. I will run, baby run. And that could be field of fire to twist and see the Saracen for sure, maybe not the Wolfhound.
That'll let you shoot at anybody on the field because trees are only 2 high and you're 3 high on the ground and you're 2 high above that. So the top of your mech's 5.
Well, surely I don't have line of sight on the Wolfhound.
You got line of sight on everybody.
Okay.
Because the Wolfhound's 2 high too. So he's on level 1, but the top one's level 3. So you can see the top of him.
Gotcha. Noted. That concludes movement for me.
Welcome to move 1.
Yeah,
I'll have to get you I'm going to get you the chart for the height so that you can see how it works. And then have the Mon set it in there so that this way you can just take a quick look to see how things work for height.
Shot these guys. We need to go in the woods and shot these guys. Hey, go in the woods.
Once you see the chart, it's stupid easy.
Hey, we need to be here. Hey, just run here. Shot these.
okay. Highlander to move them.
Now my back is against the.
Yeah, it's all right. It's using the wall to try and cover as well, so.
Highlander, Wolfhound move. Highlander first.
Do I have to declare torso twist?
Yeah,
Right.
Sure.
So
This Spectre's already moved, right?
Yes.
this green spectre's moved, yeah. To
It's
clear,
only Highlander, only Wolfhound.
to
I'm
clear
gonna
all,
say let's do a death from above, from a level 3.
Okay, I'm just going to point out, I am right beside him. So technically speaking, you can do one of two things. Well, three things. You could land on him perfect, and you'll knock him to the ground and away. But you can also land on him perfectly, knock him away, and do a domino effect, thus sending him into me, thus sending me down. So just be careful.
right.
I like option 2.
Just to clarify
Yeah,
the
me
earlier thing about the torso twist. If you move and you don't declare torso twist, in your firing, you can torso twist 1 hex left or right, giving you the extra line. If you declare that you torso twist at the end of your movement, your mech is then twisted facing whatever new direction it is.
I want to declare torso twist.
Right, so you're torso twisting toward the Spectre, I assume.
Yes,
No, it's all right. You don't have to don't turn the mech that way, because then if you forget you were facing that way, you'll have to do an extra movement turn, for instance. I know that you're facing this, so it's not going to be, oh, you get shot on the side or something. I know you're looking directly at that Spectre.
I don't think we've ever done it, so I'm going to DFA this Spectre.
All right, well, we have to wait for the last movement. Right, so the Highlander is going to announce a DFA. The Wolfhound
Somebody's feeling frisky.
working
All
right.
right,
Wolfhound will
got
do
the
a full
rules.
run, and it will go there.
Jumping, death from above.
I don't know if it counts as more damage if I hit, since I'm on a level 3, but it's going to hurt.
You will damage the legs of the Highlander, but the potential damage to a light mech is pretty catastrophic.
There we go.
All right, death from above.
How do we do
Page.
this?
Okay, so it's your base target number is the piloting skill, which will be 4.
Well, before we do this attack, is this really the first attack that we want to do? Because if we kill something, they don't get return fire, right?
That's how we were running it.
So if the archers and longbows or guillotine can kill something, it doesn't return fire. So that may be a more...
But it counts as my movement because I need to know what hex I'm in.
Yeah, as it says, they're declared in the movement phase. They're not physical attack phase. The attacker will stop a hex away from the target, which he is, making the DFA attack between that movement and the time it's resolved. You treat the mech as in the hex and having only moved that far. So for movement purposes, it hasn't moved more than 2. It doesn't actually finish its movement into the target hex until the physical attack phase. So it won't do its DFA until all the shooting has happened.
So I leave it where it is then, or
Yes.
I want it to land.
So basically what you've done is you're charging the jump jets during everyone else's move, and then as everyone's firing, your mech is jumping into the air and trying to land on that target after all the shooting has happened. You would spend the jumping MP, which you need to reach the target, which isn't a problem. It's only 1. You have to have enough movement available to clear any height, which you're fine because you're above it. Plus 2 if the target mech is standing. Yes, as a standing mech is always going to 2 levels high. Yes, so you've got 3, so you're fine. As it says, for example, to make a DFA attack from a level 0 hex against a mech standing 1 hex away on a level 3 hill would cost 1 movement point, but the attacking mech would need 5 because of the height difference, but that doesn't need to factor in here.
He could technically fall off if he really
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You must always apply a +3 modifier to your movement, so it would be 7, 8, 9 at the moment based on his defense. They're resolved in the physical attack phase. It can only finish his movement. It also means a mech making a DFA cannot itself be the target of a DFA, because that would be silly.
But if if he misses, he can be DFA on me
Well, that's the bit I'm looking for.
because he'll scatter.
To determine damage to a target. Yeah, so you can't fire any weapons while you're doing this. It is literally just the jump.
So it's like charging, basically.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is charging. It's just from above. That's all it is.
Okay, so who is shooting first? Then is the question we need to answer.
Well, they get to shoot first. That's the advantage. We move first, but they shoot first.
Do we want
Unless
to do
they
death
don't
from
want
above
to.
and get this out the way, and then we can start shooting, or do we want to do death from above during the shooting phase?
Okay, location after death from above.
Oh yeah.
If
If
the death from above fails.
yeah, I would get to choose which hex you would move to, even if immobile or prone. Unlike normal hits, this can be an occupied hex, and if the target mech is displaced into a hex 2 or more levels lower than it, it would fall. Yeah, so if you failed the DFA roll, I could say you land on the other Spectre, and then you'd have to make a DFA check against that Spectre, and if that fails, then Tigger would get to choose what hex you land in after that, basically.
Oh, dear God.
And I get to choose direction.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
So if you're going to fail twice.
And then the Highlander falls over and takes damage because of the fail.
Could
Well,
he
no, he
technically fall up the hill?
He can still stand. He just fails in doing the death from above attack.
No, it says if it's more than 2 hexes in height, he falls over. He's jumping from 3 to 1. 3 to gravity.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting
also-
it's not to the top of the mech because that's actually only one
yes.
space.
If he also fails this and he misses you as well, Tigger, he would have to then make a pilot skill check, which would add a +4 modifier on top of the difficulty.
Oh, I did say it was going to be easy.
All right, so
Because
what
the
sort of number
situation,
is he
unit
looking at to
action, mech
succeed?
made death from above +4.
Well, he starts at what, 8, 9 for the attack?
Oh, it also says here automatic fall if death from above is unsuccessful. So he would just fall over.
It seems like they're encouraging players not to do this, is the feeling I'm
It's
getting.
flashy. It's just
If you can pull off a death from above, he's going to squash this Spectre into a fucking pancake. Right? It is devastating.
Let's see it.
So what is the attack roll for the death from above?
well, he doesn't do
My
it until the
worry-
physical phase. So we'd have to do
My
the shooting
worry-
first.
This is the important thing here. My worry is which Spectre's going to look like the pancake.
Well,
Maybe we'll
there is
get a
that.
2-for-1 sale.
I don't know. Do we want to just wrap it up here though? Because it's 5 minutes to the end of practice of shooting, and then doing that is it's going to run a bit longer.
Oh, that's cool with me.
Let's do the death from above at least.
Well, we can't do that until after the shooting because it counts as a physical attack.
That's
So we'd
right.
have to do all the firing rounds, and then that we could just make a note that shooting and DFA, so we know that that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Although Varg could be back next week and go, I'm not doing a DFA.
Yeah.
So let's get it out of the way before he comes back.
We can't because we have to do all the shooting.
We're just going to deny him the option.
I assume Armus has somewhere to be.
Yeah, I do.
I may or may not. I've got a solar farm project in Texas that's going to potentially go through next Sunday. So I hope to be here. Otherwise, if I'm not, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
It okay to log out then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's brutal.
Oh yeah, the DFA. Yeah. Any way it goes, it's going to be brutal.
Yeah, it's either a squash Spectre, we don't know which one, or a very badly damaged Highland.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he takes that much damage.
He takes his
He
weight.
does damage his legs.
Oh no, it does. But
Potentially, he
it's-
could do a lot if he misses.
Okie
Yeah,
dokie,
he
gentlemen.
misses, it
That's
could
it
be
for
really
me.
bad.
Thank you very much. Enjoy
All right,
the rest of the
yeah,
weekend,
have a good
everybody.
week.
All right, arm us up.
User
If
I
you
disconnected.
say
want to brush
table
off your
number?
death from above.
I've saved him.
This is going to be nasty as fuck. I just see me getting squashed, and the worst thing is my ejection port is to the guillotine wall.
Oh no.
So technically, the pilot. Oh, there's going to be a lot of modifiers because it doesn't usually shoot you straight up. It usually shoots you out on an angle. So I'm going to have to, I got partial cover on my ejection.
It lands on the back and then ejects you straight into the ground.
Well, that's what I mean, right?
Into the wall of the cliff, yeah.
Or in the wall.
I know there's optional rules for it, but I mean, technically speaking,
if we played with all the optional rules, I'm assuming there'd be another 50 pages of material.
Try like 2,000 pages.
It gets a bit much. Yeah, the tactical operations manual and stuff.
There is rules so specific on, like, you know how you guys are backing up? There's like 2 pages of rules on how to back up, right? And changing terrain levels and changing levels, or going into water. There's rules.
Yeah. It's all
these
dickheads at tournaments who just wanted to come up with new rules to stop their opponents from getting hits on them and stuff. They just got added.
Oh yeah.
I thought the complicated game I played was Hero System 6th Edition, which is just crazy, but that is a lot.
Actually, BattleTech is got some of the most detailed, complicated rules out there, but it also has some of. That's why there's several different versions of BattleTech, right? You've got the quick, easy, dirty version, which is Alpha Strike. I mean, it's basically Warhammer 40K light. It's just take a tape measure, move, shoot, roll dice. That's it, right?
Yeah, you'll see at the back of the board, there's a back of the table, there's a board, and there's a chunk of the other rules on there.
Yeah, you can't really do that.
And those deal with all the different types of physical attacks, the industrial mix with equipment that they'll potentially be holding when they make physical attacks, what penalties over certain terrains and features are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting into it.